Yes, guys, what's going on? Adam McKola here. I am back with Dean. We're here to talk Manchester United against PSG. We're both going to the game tomorrow, and we're starting to feel excited about this one. I've just watched Patrice Evra's video of him pumping up everybody and everything. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? All right. No. We're all going to watch this together and get excited for the preview and also for, for Patrice Evra. Listen to this.
This is a message for all the United player and United fan. PSG
Uncle Paddy.
Got a lot of respect for PSG, a lot of friends too. But we are Manchester United. So please, guys, make sure tomorrow we are proud of you guys. By running everywhere, give everything you got.
Go on, Paddy.
People to eat the grass tomorrow. And the fan, you have a big part to play. I always say, he's the theatre of the dream for us. You have to be the theatre of the nightmare for our opponent. So guys, I'm counting on you. I want the player, when they come in the pitch, to see that big writing, believe. Paul, who is going to stop you?
Probably not going to be able to organise that.
David De Gea, tomorrow the shop is closed. Anthony, I don't care if you don't smile. I want you to destroy people. Ashford, show me you are a real Mancunian. Ole, thank you very much. Forever Red, this is an order from your favorite left back. I love this.
That is Patrice Evra's message to Manchester United fans. And if you ain't pumped up after hearing that, I don't know what is going to get you pumped up, because I'm ready for Paris Saint-Germain tomorrow now. I'm looking forward to that game. And Dean, first of all, how you doing? Second of all, how you feeling about that game tomorrow?
Yeah, man, I'm blessed on it. Like, 7 weeks ago, I think when I seen the draw, I think about 7 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, when I seen the draw,
just before Jose got sacked.
Yeah, like, I remember when it came out, and I remember obviously I think I reacted on Twitter and I put the gif of Mike Tyson like clapping and laughing, like where he's pointing. And as soon as we got PSG, I was just thinking, you may as well just. Well, I said season done as soon as that come out. Like, that's how I was feeling at the time. Roll forward like 7-8 weeks. Man, I actually kind of optimistic. You get me? Like, even obviously we go in the game. I think I'd have gone, but I'd have been thinking I'm coming to watch a funeral.
Very pessimistic, isn't it?
Yeah, like it's mad how time change and what Ali's done, and now we're like I say we're kind of looking at it now with Cavani potentially not playing.
Cavani's definitely not playing because he's not travelled. Obviously, we'll talk a little bit more in depth about our position later, but the players that haven't definitely travelled are Cavani, Meunier, and obviously Neymar, who's a long-term injured out. Verratti's back. He played 60-70 minutes at the weekend. So he's back. That's his first game back from injury though, so he's liable to be a little bit rusty. And Mbappe is probably going to have to lead the line for them, so that's interesting. I think the other striker they got is Choupo-Moting, who's at Stoke the other season. Yeah. Now, touching on what you just said there, and I agree with you, like 7 weeks ago or whatever it was, we weren't looking forward to this game one bit. Not one bit did we want to see this game. But I still feel there was a circumstance where with these injuries we still would have felt like we could beat them under Ali. We beat Juventus under Jose. We beat Juventus. But now it's different. I'm expecting us to beat PSG. I'm expecting us to beat PSG tomorrow. I don't know whether that'll be enough to see us through because we've got to go to their place. But I fancy us to get a 1-0 or 2-1 tomorrow. Especially with the injuries. If they didn't have the injuries, it's a different situation. But I feel like, yes, Mbappe is a massive threat. Yes, Di Maria is a massive threat. Draxler, etc. But I feel like in the form we're in the pomp we're in, if we apply ourselves like we did against Arsenal and Spurs, we win this game.
Yeah, okay.
And that's the difference for me. I still feel we would have had a chance under Jose, but I'm feeling confident that we're going to beat PSG.
I think under Jose, just the way we'd have set out, even with them players, I think
especially after Sevilla last season.
I think we'd have gone into this game negative, and then obviously we'd have been parking the bus over there. But I just think that I'm excited to see how Ali does set us up. Like I think he knows as well. He can kind of roll the dice anyway. To be honest, I don't think he can't really lose based on what he's kind of done already. I don't think so. I think even if he does go for it, we're gonna have to kind of go for it really. If we want a chance of beating them, and especially at Old Trafford, and it's going to be interesting to see just how we play. Like I say, because I can't even imagine what it'd have been like under Jose, to be honest. Even with this team, I think we'd have given them a lot more respect maybe than they're probably due. Obviously, they're still a top team, but I think they are beatable. But like I said, just the reinvigoration that Ollie's came with, I think the way we'll settle tomorrow, even just that alone, you know what I'm saying, is positive for me, and hopefully we get a good result, mate.
I'm expecting Rashford, Lingard, Martial to be the front three. I assume you are as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking a bit earlier, like, who do you have up top? And it's like, that's who I'd go with, to be honest. Like,
okay, so we'll give our full team later, but that's what we think the front three is. With that being said, I think we can cause them so many problems. Paris Saint-Germain are obviously, they're still formidable in the sense that they turn up to games expecting to win every single game. They've only lost 3 or 4 games this season. I think 3, but it may be one more than that. But they've definitely lost 3 games this season. Not many more. The game against Lyon, though, with the team that they had Cavani then as well. They didn't have Verratti. That game showed me that if we get in their faces and we press them and we hassle them and we don't allow the ball to get forward to that front three, whoever that is, if it's Draxler, Di Maria, and Mbappe, if we don't allow that ball to get there, we are going to kill them on the break, because there's going to be so much space for us. I think Dani Alves now plays like kind of in midfield and he's very old. Yes, they've got Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, etc. But we're going into this game, I think, on the front foot with players that can cause them problems. Yes, our defence isn't great, but if that front three plays, I think we win.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that's what does come to fruition. I just think like I say, just the way we're gonna set up, I think is just gonna be way more positive. And again, the best form of defense is gonna be attack for us, and I think that's where I think we can potentially get our joy. And the thing that I'm looking forward to as well is obviously the crowd. Like, this would be Ollie's first Champions League game as manager. Like, you know what I'm saying, 8 o'clock Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying? Like, top team. We're not playing. I think previously in the Champions League, we haven't been in for a while, but I think when previously we always seem to have I think we get kind of nice draws in the Champions League, to be honest. And now we're straight in against a big team. Well, they're a big team. I won't say they're a massive club, but they're a big team. And I think the fans, cliche, but I think we can be the 12th man tomorrow.
I think with a full strength side, they probably fancy themselves to win the tournament. But now they're coming up against us thinking, shit, this is a tricky tie for us to navigate. If we can get a couple goals tomorrow, I fancy us to be able to go there and get a draw. Big game for Rashford tomorrow. Big game for Pogba tomorrow as well. Anthony Martial, if he's in the form he was in against Fulham, problems for everyone. Looking at PSG though, looking at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, do you think winning this game, or if we go through against PSG, give him the job, or do you think nothing changes?
I mean, I've been thinking about it the last couple of days, to be honest. I mean, just the way he's played at the moment, I think he'd be proper stupid really to get rid of him, to be honest. I know it's only early days, but obviously this is kind of in all these managers who we've got over the last couple of years. This is what we've wanted them to do, and none of them's done it, and he has. So again, to roll the dice with some, obviously Pochettino's the leading name. I just think that really the only question really is, I know people say tactically etc. He's kind of proved it against Arsenal, Spurs, but can he bring through the youth etc. is probably another thing that obviously Pochettino probably trumps him. But me, I think it's a no-brainer that he kind of. I mean, if he wins it, then I think you have to. Yes, you have to give him the job. However, me personally, I don't think.
By wins it, you mean the PSG game?
Yeah. And so obviously, if you won the Champions League, like that would be a next thing. But I think if he wins the tie, I think you do give him the job. But I still don't think.
Would you still wait to make a decision at the end of the season?
I don't think there's no benefit in saying, oh yeah, he's here next season. Like they can tell him behind closed doors. He probably knows now, innit? Like,
yeah.
I think, to be honest, like the massive business that Man United are doing, I don't think they're gonna like. You know, they're doing a lot of stuff happens behind closed doors, a lot of transfers and that. You know, they're agreed well before they hit papers and stuff. And I think they would know. Like I say, the fact that I was hella pessimistic 7 weeks ago. I'd have laughed at like in terms of even the thought of you were talking about expecting to win. You know what I'm saying? If you'd have said that 7 weeks ago, I'd have been like, bro, what are you smoking? You know what I'm saying? So it's like. Just the fact that even that, like, how positive everyone is, and like I say, even if all the fans, that's always going to be interesting tomorrow. to see how the atmosphere is. Because I think it'll be bouncing tomorrow. To be honest, on it, like I half can't wait on it.
Adam says Herrera can be key, and then Timothy says Herrera will be key, not can. It's amazing how he's gone up and down in his United career. Yeah. Obviously, I think he should get a new contract. I think we're both in agreement with that. We said that before on this channel. And the Herrera, massive player for Manchester United tomorrow. I think Verratti comes back into the midfield. I'm not sure who else will play for them in that midfield. Let me just see who played against Bordeaux. They had, I know they rested Mbappe. They had Verratti and Alves in midfield with Nkunku and Diaby. That's real bad. Michael Jackson. Serious.
They look great in there. No, I don't. Well, they lost against Leon or whatever, but they're not in massive great form themselves. So even that, like, it's like
Villa French brought them to extra time in the cup. I don't know who they are either. Leon beat them. They only beat Bordeaux 1-0. Bordeaux ain't having the best of seasons. They're just like a couple of 9 points above the relegation zone. So their form has dipped. I think it'd be ridiculous to get overconfident, which there's a danger of. But the fans are going to be up for it tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's amazing. Like, when we played against Sevilla last season, it just kind of felt helpless. Like, we just let the game pass us by. We didn't go for it. We never really looked like scoring. And no matter what the result is, win, lose or draw tomorrow, it's not going to be the case.
Yeah. That's the thing that Ollie's kind of done is we are going to go for it. So I think regardless, I think that's what me knowing now. I think at some point, I think you really have to go. I don't think you can go there. Like I don't think you can really go there. Like, hoping for like a draw gets us through or whatever. I think the Champions League's kind of changed now. I think you need to we need goals. We need goals tomorrow. We need to kind of give ourselves a decent, comfortable lead, especially with who doing, like, for all we know, a couple of their players could be back for the second leg. Change the whole dynamic. We could have injuries, so we're in good form. So really, we need to capitalise. They're not in good form. We need to kind of take the chance while it's here. Like.
I think I said that right, says PSG will score 3 or 4 over both legs. We're going to need 5 or 6. Does our defence worry you in big games like this? Still,
it worries me in little games, to be honest. Like, I don't think there's any game where I'm thinking, we're gonna the other team ain't gonna have a sniff. I don't think that happens. So again, I know that they will get chances. I think if Cavani and Neymar start, regardless of Ali or Jose, I think they have the capability to score and score quite a few. I just think, kind of echoing what you've said, I think our attack will make them have to think about what we're doing. I think also people need to realise that the money that's been pumped into PSG, they're under pressure to win this competition.
Their manager, their players, everybody's under pressure.
This is what I'm saying.
The likes of Buffon. I know I think he was on a free, but massive money he must be getting. Brought in other massive players. Even the ones that aren't in the team, it's still money spent. You know what I mean?
They changed the manager about 3 times, and they're all looking for.
He was there recently. Unai Emery, Laurent Blanc.
Is that Tuchel now, isn't it? Like,
yeah, shit.
He's under pressure. He's got, like, again, they can keep walking the league, but the owners want the Champions
League. Another manager that was, some people said United should go for was Tuchel at certain periods in time.
Yeah.
Interested to see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer go up against him. Tactically, he looks like he studies a lot of football. We've seen him at various games: Man City, Chelsea, Lyon, PSG. Now I know it's scouting. Why are you getting excited over scouting? But he takes an active interest in not only in what we can do, but what our opposition can do as well. So he'll have something up his sleeve. But it is worrying that the game you saw in person, they lost for me. Because you see the worst of them rather than seeing the best of them.
Yeah, I think that
they've
done a lot of more homework.
Yeah,
and, it's like we're just gonna rock up on a couple of days before the game and then just see what they're like. I think they'll know what they look at like at their best. The thing, I think Oli said it in his press conference, is because of Cavani not playing, Neymar not playing, it's kind of they're a bit unpredictable in terms of how because they could set up proper random tomorrow, like, or they could just come and just think, you know what, we're backs against the wall, let's just get a nil, let's go for a nil, or try and nick it kind of thing, like. So again, like, maybe they're not going to be as attacking, obviously. So, then it comes down to, can we break them down? Obviously, you'd hope with Pogba as he's playing, and the link up with Rashford that man's can produce the goods.
Who's in your starting 11? Because people are saying like, would you start Bailly? Would you start Young, etc. So we might as well just give our 11s. Who would you start against?
I would. It's just pretty standard. Like it's mad because Ollie's kind of found this 11 that kind of works
in the big game,
and Jose couldn't find it in like two and a bit years or whatever. But I'd go De Gea. Young, obviously not a popular choice, but a right back. But I think you play Young there. I think you put Lindelof alongside Bailly, Shaw on the left. I think you play Herrera, Pogba, and Matic, and then you play Lingard, Martial, and Rashford up front. I think I don't know. Obviously, people in the comments can say, but to me, it kind of picks itself. I don't know. Like I don't know if
I was pulling a face at what I just seen on in the Wolves Newcastle game. Not at your team selection because your team selection is very similar. Your centre backs were
Bailly and Lindelof.
Same team as mine then, and Young and Shaw at fullback. Matic, Herrera, Pogba, Lingard, Rashford, Anthony Martial. That's the team that I'd go with.
If he picks that team, yeah, it's like I don't know anyone really who's been clocking the team or like in previously like under Jose Van Gaal. It's like the team changed so much, whereas now we can kind of pin it on who really is going to be playing. Like I think it's probably our strongest.
The only place is centre half that kind of really stumps because we've seen Smalling Jones in the last game, Bailly Lindelof before that. Lindelof Jones has probably been the most regular centre half partnership that we've seen.
I think I just think you need
who has to start out of those centre half?
You probably got to say Lindelof at the minute. I mean, if you this time last year, Bailly was like an absolute beast, but he's fell out of favour and he's fell out of form, I suppose. But he's looked a bit better. But Lindelof's done well, to be fair to him. Like, I mean, me personally, I've never.
I did say give him time. I thought give him time because I thought I saw something in there. I was worried.
I've never seen.
But there was times like when he played well, he played very well, and like he looked very good. And I always admire people that make defending look easy. And I think when he's at his best, he does.
I don't know.
I think he's to me. You got too many guys that are just fucking panic all the time. Smalling, Jones, Bailly even. Like I think Lindelof can be that calming presence around him, and I think under Jose Mourinho, he even showed an improvement towards the end of his Mourinho's reign as United manager. But I feel like the pressure the team was under, even like the intense scrutiny they were under from the manager, tactically, kind of being restrained, the focus on defence, I think that didn't help him settle either. And I think just being more free and kind of saying you just do your job, it's helping everybody. And I think we're seeing a much better player. He's someone that's naturally good on the ball, so if you allow him to play like that, he's going to be better.
Yeah, I think he's been nice on the ball, but I just think it's like if Cavani's playing up front tomorrow, I think it comes to a cross. I think Cavani pins him absolutely all day, and that's why to me you have to kind of play by like. But obviously they're not going to play with Cavani. But even in the centre backs, I think they need to have pace because it's like if Mbappe plays through the middle, Smalling you're getting left for dead.
He's getting roasted, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely left for dead. So yeah, Bailly's quick. Lindelof ain't no slow coach, but. So I think that's who I would pick. I mean, I wouldn't. I think we've too many times. I think like Jones has had too many chances.
I hope Lindelof's definitely the one that starts.
I think him not playing, I think was a big indication. To be honest,
apparently he was injured, but again, that could just be Ollie saying that. Who knows, guys? Thank you to the new subscribers. Not long hit 56,000 subscribers. Keep subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. Make sure you're subscribing straight up in the link below. Follow Dean on Twitter as well. We're talking Manchester United against PSG for about another 10-15 minutes. Big game tomorrow night. We're going to be doing content there as well. We're doing a match day vlog and all of that. Let's keep it locked for that. What else is there left to chat about? So we spoke about the manager, spoke about the defence, our teams, that front three. Who do you think is okay? Put in order: Rashford, Martial, and Mbappe, top three. Would you swap Mbappe for either of them? Would you swap either of them for Mbappe? Sorry.
At United, I don't think you. It'd be a bit harsh to swap Rashford for Mbappe. However, I think Mbappe is out of this world, especially for his age. And as a finisher, I think he, like, me personally, I think Martial's a better finisher for me than Rashford all day. Obviously, Rashford's kind of playing through the middle, so he gets more chances. And I think Mbappe is an even more colder finish than Martial is. So
I think Martial's got the highest ceiling out of them three.
You think Martial's the best out of them three?
I think he's got the highest ceiling. I think because Mbappe's done it on the World Class, done it at the World Cup and all that, and he's playing in the French league. Let's be real.
Yeah, but he tear up La Liga. He tear up the Prem.
No, he would.
Me,
but Martial and Rashford tear up the Prem. But what I'm saying is, if they played in that league, do you know the damage they would do in that league?
Martial was in that league,
exactly.
Like, he's doing
and if he didn't leave Monaco, Mbappe wouldn't have come through at Monaco and then got his move to PSG.
Yeah, I hear that, but I don't like. For me, like Mbappe is out, like
he's
for his
cold.
age, out of this world.
He's
like
absolute quality. He's scored 22 goals this season already.
But to me, it's just when he gets the. It's like tomorrow. If he goes through on the hair, me personally, I'm thinking in my head goal. That's what I'm. So if anything
even
happens,
against the hair,
even against the hair, I'm thinking. Like, to me, he has the aura of like people ain't gonna like. It's like a Torres when he's at the latter part of Atletico, early Liverpool, like that Owen early Liverpool days where like he just thought everything he touches is gonna turn to goals, and it's like I say, tomorrow if he goes through under here, in my head I'm thinking goal. So if it's not a goal, I'm gonna be buzzing because like I say, like it's always a bonus. I see it as a bonus. That's why to me you have to play fast centre backs because I think if he gets past there, your man's bagging the straight net in it.
Craig says same tactics as Spurs and Arsenal, false 9-ish. Do you think we'll approach the game the same way we did against Spurs and Arsenal?
There was both away games in it, so you can't. I don't think you can play. If we play false 9 at Old Trafford? That's something more Jose would. Yeah, but he didn't even do that. But that's to me, it's negative. Like
but it's still kind of like two up top because you've got Martial and Rashford that are occupying those attacking positions. Lingard drops deep, and you have in essence two strikers.
I think that works away from home. I would do that in the away game. I just wouldn't. I think we have to show more intent.
It's always better to have the central striker at home.
Yeah, I think especially with, like I say, like, with the link up that Pogba and Rashford are having, like in behind, we can cause them problems. Like it's interesting. I think I seen Martial's comments in his press conference, and he's saying like, obviously Ole wants him to do more attacking, and it's like. I think I remember seeing before Gary Neville broke down Martial and he was saying like he didn't, did that major analysis where he said don't make enough forward runs.
Gary Neville's a great pundit, but he chats a lot of shit.
Yeah, but I think he was bang on the money there when he was talking about that for me because I don't think we was playing the balls forward enough in it, but we've obviously changed that now. And I just think again, I think the problems we can cause PSG are in behind and it's through Martial, through Rashford.
I do think that stage. I think if it went on any longer, it would have been very detrimental to his career and he would have left United. Martial, but I think that stage with Jose Mourinho could in the long run have a very good benefit to his career. But if that happened for too long, it would have had a detrimental effect. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, I hear that still.
Because he was just
fizzle out and that.
He was just like it was not very good to be around. So. You get what I'm saying, innit?
Yeah, no, I get that still. Like, you could if the flame kind of fizzles out, it's hard to come back from that. So, no,
it is indeed, guys. Fair point. That's for an away game.
But who? Just going back to that point, who you saying out Mbappe? Rashford?
I'm not swapping Martial or Rashford.
So you think that who's the best?
I'm biased.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Who's the best?
Martial's the best.
Martial's better than Mbappe, and who's second?
He's better than Mbappe and Rashford.
So who's second?
Mbappe and Rashford can fight for second spot.
So who's second though?
Mbappe.
I need to see what other people are saying in it. For me,
a few people said Mbappe is top. Someone said
Mbappe is cold.
Timothy said I can't say Mbappe because it's the French league.
You seen him in the World Cup, bro?
Yeah, but the World Cup
is cold.
You seen Romelu Lukaku in the World Cup? He looked good. I shouldn't have said. Shu said Mbappe is better.
He's younger than both of them as well. Like,
is he?
I'm sure he's younger than both of them. Like, I think Mbappe is cold.
Verratti is available, Matt. Nah, Mbappe's sick. Mbappe's proper sick. Yeah, they're all very good. And I think we're going to have periods in all of their careers where you think one of them's the best. But I wouldn't swap Martial or Rashford because of my affinity for them.
Yeah, I'm not saying you. Like I said, I don't think he can, but for me, obviously, Mbappe is the best out of the three. But again, it's
because he actually he's been to a World Cup and that he's got but
he kind of ran. He was.
If Mbappe was playing for Mourinho's United, everyone would have called him dog shit and said he needs to go on loan to Charlton. And those, I think, my friends, are absolute facts. That is facts. Because that's what people were saying about Rashford earlier in the season. Rashford needs to go on loan. United should sell him to fucking Tottenham and all this absolute nonsense. That's what everyone was saying. And if Mbappe played for United under Mourinho, everyone would say Mbappe needs to go on loan to Mansfield. Or let's have the theme of the day, Oldham.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So those, my friends, are pedigree. Those are facts. Listen, Mbappe though is probably going to score tomorrow night.
Yeah, now like I say, if he goes for on goals, I'm thinking goal, bro.
Is absolute, but I can say the same for Martial. I can't say the same for Rashford at the moment. No. Martial's for on goal. I'm thinking black gloves, eyes cold, running through his veins, tucking it. It's got fresh trim as well. I remember Henry used to have a fresh trim and I used to think, this geezer's going to absolutely hammer United. But when he didn't, I used to think, we'll be alright. Shit, he's got some bangers against us, isn't it?
Obviously, he's on, speaking of another Frenchman, I think Pogba's massive game for. Obviously, he's done. We know he's done well anyway.
This is built for him as well because he's a French World Cup winner. It's Paris Saint-Germain. It's going to be watched on all screens in France.
Yeah.
He's at Manchester United. Is the club that he broke through at. It's kind of just made for him, innit?
I think as well.
Mourinho's going to be doing punditry on Russian TV.
It's going to be. The thing is, if he does run the show, which obviously you'd like to think he will, he's going to be so wounded in it. Because to me, it can not that he's already well known around Europe, but it's kind of can be like that coming out party tomorrow on the European stage, where it's in
Champions League for a club. Yeah. I know he's had moments on the way to Juventus getting to a final.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Since then, we've United and we're not. I don't think we've been feared. We've not been feared in Europe, innit?
We've been shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's again, people when the draw was made, and obviously we weren't seeded, they were seeded. Stuff, you know what I'm saying? So if we...
Right, what's your score prediction? I'm going 2-1. 2-1. What was you going to say, 2-1?
2-1. I hope I'd like to think we keep a clean sheet.
We both said it. We're not keeping
I hope I'm wrong, you get me? But I hope we keep a clean sheet, to be honest. We don't want to give them any away goals, but I'd like to say we'd score more, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how we react to it, because we could slap them in it. I wouldn't... The way we've been... Well... I think with the amount, we'll create chances.
If we can win, we can go there and draw, defo.
I think it's going to come down to our finishing, to be honest. I think.
And we can definitely go there and score.
Yeah, I think there's a danger. So as long as we're still in the game, which I think is not.
I think we need to kind of take a lead. Yeah. You don't want to be going there 2-1 down and have it, or 2-2 and they can take a 1-1. You don't really want to be in that position. So I think to get a 1-0 or a 2-1 or a 2 that'd be perfect. But
if the fans are behind the team tomorrow, I don't know.
They're not gonna know what's hit them.
That's what they could just, especially if we. This is the thing as well. It's we've been scoring early goals, which for so long we haven't been doing, and even that just changes the dynamic of the game. If we score early, change the whole dynamic of the game. And again, we're gonna create chances. That's the way I see.
Defo winning tomorrow, guys. Thank you for watching the preview. We're both predicted a 2-1 win at the same time. That's how it's going down here. Let us know your score predictions in the comments below. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Keep it locked out of McKola TV, straight up and all of that. Follow Dean on Twitter. He'll be in the vlog tomorrow as well, which will be up. And then we'll get the first podcast of the year up on Wednesday. That's when it's going down. Watch out, Liam Neeson might be on your road, but apart from that, stay safe.
Sure, bare things to talk about.
So much things to talk about. I think we just need to, on Wednesday, we need to just get the camera to roll for an hour and just sit there and talk nonsense about the world. That's the best thing to do. Anyway, see you then.